The NBA has a problem, and his name is Victor Wembanyama.
19 years old, 7 feet, 4 inches tall.
Okay, creative player. He's in the corner over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
Out to Wembyama, and there you go.
All the attention that comes with the job is part of the job. I have to embrace it.
Don't believe us? Ask the Golden State Warriors, who he just dominated. In this video, we'll show how this 7'4" big man is like nothing we have seen yet. Now, Victor Wembanyama seems like a custom player you'd create in NBA 2K, but unfortunately for the rest of the league, there's nothing made up about him. He's as real as it gets. He has the size, wingspan, court vision, and touch to be an absolute nightmare for anyone in the NBA, and the Warriors were his first victim, as he helped power the San Antonio Spurs to a win that wrapped up the preseason in style.
Montescano Anderson, Looney's agent. As Wembanyama soaring in the open floor.
Although it was just a preseason game and Draymond Green was out due to an ankle sprain, this game allows the Spurs to really showcase what their superstar of the future could do, and show why he is unlike any other rookie in NBA history. Victor Wembanyama is a natural at the center position because of his height, but he can play all 5 positions if necessary, which makes him a rare Swiss Army knife of NBA players. He can run the point if needed, he's an accurate shooter, he has the strength to overpower smaller players and rebound well, and he's a blocking machine.
Well, we know right now he's the best 19-year-old player in the world. He is the best 19-year-old in the world. He's able to get his shot off at 7'4" at any time.
Well, it remains to be seen if he'll live up to the hype because he is still very young at only 19 years old. Victor Wembanyama has the potential to be the first true 5-tool player in NBA history, and he put all those skills to good use against the Warriors. When the game got underway, Wembanyama did just about everything. He scored 12 points on 5-9 shooting and had a pair of blocks. And this wasn't in the first half or even in the first quarter. How long do you think it took him to put up that stat line? Brace yourselves because you're not ready for the answer. This was just in his first 7.5 minutes of action. This could serve as a great omen or the beginning of a nightmare depending on whether or not you're a Spurs fan. But it was clear that Golden State was outmatched from the opening tip. No, the Warriors weren't at full strength, but even if Draymond Green had been available for the Golden State here, it's unclear how much of a difference he would have made when it came to battling the French Phenom. Look at this.
Keldon Johnson, they are rebuilding right in front of our eyes.
I think it's a mentality shift. Last year, as you see, Wembanyama, 8-foot wingspan.
He blocked that 3.
Early in the game, Steph inbounds the ball. He gets the screen and sends a no-look pass to Andrew Wiggins. Okay, on any other day, this would have been an open look and an easy basket for Wiggins. Now look at where Wembanyama is when Wiggins gets the ball. He is not even close. Then, from out of nowhere, he comes in with a shot block. Not today, Andrew. Not today. Here's another one.
Yeah, he's making so much better. I think his time playing in Summer League is he blocked Klay Thompson.
The Warriors have the ball. After a couple of passes, it ends up in the hands of Klay Thompson. Look where Wembanyama is. He is all the way in the paint. Then he comes out of nowhere and denies Klay Thompson. Then he gets the ball on a fast break. Here comes Klay Thompson to try and deny him. Nope. Wembanyama just calmly waits for him to pass and dunks the ball. Classic. Victor Wembanyama ended up with a final stat line of 19 points, 5 blocks, and 4 rebounds. And as you can see, the Warriors couldn't really figure out how to slow him down until after he had done some damage. He doesn't have many weaknesses in his game, or his overall playing style when it comes to his basketball skills. But the Warriors did expose one possible weakness that other teams could exploit while Wembanyama is still growing and developing: his cardio and conditioning. Even though they are a veteran team with some players who are getting older in terms of basketball age, the Golden State Warriors still like to do what they did during their dynasty: push the pace, score fast, and get out and run the floor. This is one area where Victor Wembanyama struggled in San Antonio's final preseason game. There were several possessions where the Warriors moved so fast that Wembanyama was basically sprinting and jogging up and down the floor until he was out of breath. After this, the Warriors were able to mount a little bit of a rally due to his diminished effectiveness. It'll be interesting to see if more teams will follow suit and adjust their playing style and game plan to use this strategy. And on the other side of things, time will tell if Wembanyama changes up his strength and conditioning workouts to help his body adjust to the faster style of basketball. He already has all the tools to succeed, like we mentioned earlier in this video. If Wembanyama does adjust, conditions himself well, and gets his body more comfortable with the speed of the NBA game against the league's fastest teams, he will be nearly unstoppable. The other only way teams might be able to do well against him in that case would be to body him up with centers or power forwards who are more physical and muscular than he is. Wembanyama is extremely tall, but he's extremely skinny at 210 pounds. Most NBA big men are usually at least 250 pounds if not bigger. He's gonna have to put on at least 30 to 40 pounds as he grows into his role in the NBA. However, if he doesn't improve his cardio or conditioning, Wembanyama risks turning into what many people said he could end up being, a highly talented European prospect who is ultimately all hype and little substance. Someone similar to Serbian player Darko Milicic. Milicic was a highly touted and hyped up European prospect when the Detroit Pistons took him one pick after LeBron James in the 2003 NBA draft. Like Wembanyama, Milicic is also a 7-footer who was drafted by an NBA team from his home country's junior team and expected to be a franchise-altering player. Unfortunately for Milicic, he only played sporadically in the NBA from 2003 until his retirement in 2013. He never even remotely reached the expectations Detroit had for him. Over the course of his career, Milicic only averaged 6 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. Even though he is incredibly talented and versatile, the jury is still out on whether or not Victor Wembanyama can be one of the NBA's greatest players for at least a decade or more. Even though it looks like he has a bright future, the odds are currently stacked against him because of his incredible height. Most 7-footers primarily excel in blocking and rebounding, but since Wembanyama can also play the game like a shooting guard and point guard, he moves like one as well. This means that he can change direction quickly and seamlessly. While this currently sounds like a great thing for the Spurs, Wembanyama will have to get bigger and put on more weight to be a successful center in the league. It also remains to be seen if his body will be able to handle the rigors of a long-term NBA career with the extra weight. Not many players move like he does, if any, but the ones who can move similar to Wembanyama often have knee injuries for how they contort and move their body. One star player that comes to mind in this case is Kyrie Irving. While Kyrie is an incredible ball handler, NBA champion and 8-time All-Star, he's also had frequent injuries. Some of these injuries came from how Irving torques his knees when he moves and changes direction suddenly, and he's only 6'2" and 190 pounds. If Wembanyama tries to move like that while he's 7'4" and 250 pounds or heavier, he might be at risk of injury as well. But if he can build his strength and conditioning, put on weight in a healthy way, and buck the trend of the 7-footers getting injured, Wembanyama has the chance to be the most unique and electrifying big man in NBA history. And the Spurs could soon add several more NBA championships to the 5 they already have in their trophy case.